people are now beginning to genuinely worry about the president's mental health because he is clearly not all there. And every day we get a new, really dark story. So Trump posted this on Lie Social. He said, working with the fantastic governor of Louisiana, Jeff Landry, we are going to send a great hospital boat to Greenland to take care of the many people who are sick and not being taken care of there. It's on the way. President DJ has got this weird painting of a medical boat with a U.S. flag on its way to Greenland or some shit. This is what he posted, okay? So right off the bat here, let me just show you the community note on this post. Greenland provides universal health care. In 2026, Denmark allocated $253 million for further health upgrades. Nuuk and Danish officials deny any health crisis or request for aid. The Mercy is currently in maintenance in Alabama and cannot be on the way. So here's what you need to understand. Literally every part of this is not true. Nothing in what Trump said there is true. So let me give you some more. So Arnaud Bertrand says the following. This Trump post is frankly unreal in its cynicism and gaslighting. He posted this because a U.S. nuclear submarine, whose very presence near Greenland is already deeply provocative given the context, was just rescued by Danish military forces after one of its sailors fell ill. Denmark graciously rescued the sailor and evacuated him to treat him in a hospital in Greenland. Instead of saying thank you and being grateful like a normal person would, Trump posts this. The cherry on the cake is that there's no great hospital boat coming to Greenland because both U.S. hospital ships, the USNS Mercy and the USNS Comfort, are currently incapacitated, undergoing maintenance. So it's on the way is simply a bold-faced lie. The cynicism is truly beyond parody. So it appears like one of our people gets sick. They desperately need the help of Greenland and by extension, Denmark. They send the help. They do the rescue mission to help a U.S. soldier, right? And then Trump, weirdly has to do this gamesmanship, this one-up thing where he goes actually, I'm saying maybe it's the people in Greenland that are struggling, and I'm sending help right now. That's what I'm doing. They're not taking care of you properly. We're sending help. Bro, they have universal health care. They have free health care. Greenland, under Denmark, has universal health care. They don't need any fucking help. They got everything they need. By the way, people in your own country, you just kicked 18 million people off Medicaid. You're doubling and tripling and quadrupling health insurance premiums. People are losing healthcare rapidly here because of Trump's big bullshit bill. Up to about 700 hospitals rural hospitals are gonna go bankrupt and be gonzo, okay? Your own country has a massive healthcare crisis. You created the fucking healthcare crisis. So at the same time you're telling Americans to kick rocks, at the same time, medical bills are the number one cause of bankruptcy in this country. You're saying you're sending a medical boat to help the people of Greenland when the two medical boats we have don't even fucking work and are under maintenance right now? What, genuinely, my question is, how did he just say this? Is he laying in bed and he's just I gotta now one-up Greenland, so I'm just gonna say some shit like this and, hope it works out? What is the thought process that gets to the point where he says this knowing every part of it is false and embarrassing? And look, the only thing that my mind keeps going to is, oh, he's just not there anymore. He's mentally gone. And then you stop and you think about it. And his dad had Alzheimer's, so he's much more likely to get Alzheimer's, and he keeps getting the injections in his hand. Well, what drug fits the schedule for how often he gets the injections, which leads to the bruising? It's Leqembi. It's the drug that they give you for the beginning of Alzheimer's, mild Alzheimer's. And so, but he's acting like he's deep in the throes. That's how he's acting now. Because you say this, nobody was there to be like, hey man, reeled in a little bit. That's not true. We can't even send our boats. They're getting healthcare already. It's free for them. Greenland just helped us. What is going on? You leave this guy alone and he's fucking retweeting literal AI-generated fake news clips about how Gavin Newsom is in prison, right? You leave him alone, he's retweeting QAnon, the storm is coming memes, even though now he's at the head of the pedophile billionaire cabal. You leave him alone and he's just wreaking so much havoc. And then now we have another situation here where none of this is true. So this is, I don't think we've ever been in this disturbing a place where everybody knows he's gone. Everybody knows he's not there. Everybody knows he's probably dealing with Alzheimer's. He's demented. This is a demented man. And everybody's acting, it's classic the emperor has no clothes type shit. He's walking around butt-ass naked, cheeks flying all over the place, and everybody's looking at him like, you look great, sir. Everything looks awesome, sir. Way to go, sir. And that's because he surrounded himself with cock gobblers. He surrounded himself with people who are riding his penis. That's what's happening. Okay? They are slurping his ball sweat through a straw. And now we're all dealing with the consequences of it. So I don't even know what to tell you guys, man, but this is like, what the fuck? It's so crazy that you can never take anything the president says now and just like take it to the bank like, okay, that's true. Everything has to be fact-checked. Everything has to be fact-checked. And when you do it, you realize every single part of what he said is dead wrong. So I don't know what we do with this, and I don't know where we go from here. But somebody's got to intervene. We need the 25th Amendment, or we need impeachment. And you got this guy who's waging a new war every other week. You got this guy who's abducting heads of state, like from Venezuela, and doing a total medieval siege on Cuba and starving them to death, and doing a massive military buildup around Iran for an imminent attack against a country that's not coming after us. This is the guy leading the way. This guy, who again, his brain is not working. And everybody's acting like it's normal. None of this is normal. None of this is normal. People need to intervene. They have to intervene. They have to stop this. This cannot go on. All right, guys. That's the show, man. That's the show. I love you all very much, as always. You know the drill. Everybody, please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. You, of course, can support the show on Patreon and support Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. Those links are below. You can tip with that thanks button on YouTube. And go subscribe to Corin's World. And that's all I got for you guys, man. I love y'all, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Hey, y'all. Do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.